back to the channel. So today's video is going to be my review on Sabrina Carpenter's new album Emails I Can't Send. So just talking about what on each of the songs and the checklist. So there is 15 songs in the album. They're all on itself. There's no collaborations, but you know what I mean. So most of the songs in the album is like personal and things that Sabrina's been through her life. So we've got a family member, there's like relationship, heartache, and of course like breakup and moving on from it as well. Two of the songs have different views, but we'll just talk about later on in this video. So just going to the first song. So the first song is Emails I Can't Send, which is the first track off the album, and of course it's the same title as the album, Emails I Can't Send. So it's a short song, it's only 1 minute and 44 seconds, but it's so beautiful, it's an emotional song, and it is a raw letter to her father after she found out about his identity. The lyrics show how visceral, I think this is right, Sabrina's reaction is. Her lyrics show the distrust and the disappointment gained from the situation and how it has affected her relationship, which I just think it must have been hard. I mean, like doing this, but the song is like so emotional, it's beautiful, got me a bit teary and a bit of goosebumps. It's like, but even though it's a short song, it's like of course it's have it. It's only 1 minute and 44 seconds, but it's just a lovely start to the album, Emails I Can't Send, and I just think it makes you think so hard. Must have been hard to write, I mean, which is a bit for itself. So the second song is Vicious, and this song I have heard. I have done a review on it, but I'll just give you a little description. But I just thought I'd just do a description real. So it tells a story about a former lover. Sabrina believes that the person beneficial from her silence. She describes the person's the person's actions vicious because of how she loved and lost them and received nothing but a broken heart and direct damage, which of course is a relationship, and she thought she was going to have them forever and it didn't work out. And I mean, the song is like so good, and I love that. I mean, like anything, like of course that Sabrina's going through experiences and like talking about it in her album Emails I Can't Send. But it's just a great song, and it's so different from like of course Emails I Can't Send, the first song. But I love how you probably sound like the rest of the album, like she's trying different sounds, like even upbeat, like catchy, or a bit slow, emotional, beautiful. But I just love it. It's talking about experiences and heartache, relationship, breakups, and things that's been through her life. And I think just like 10 on, it's gone through the same thing. So Check Free is Read Your Mind. This song is about an on and off relationship, and perspective shows us that one person is aware that the relationship will not only fall apart romantically, but I'm trying to say this, but platonically, right, as well, clue to mixed signals and lack of communication. But it's just a beautiful, upbeat, catchy song, and I love it. And even though I just love how this song's kind of different from of course Vicious, but it's just another great song on the album, and I just love listening to it as well. So track 4 is Tornado Warning. So this song explores the dynamics of relationship, beginning of the fallout and the fear of actually cutting the other person off, the fear of intimacy and controlling the emotions that came along with the lack of answer she received. I love this song. Of course it's so different. It's just a lovely and beautiful song, and of course I did say it a minute ago, like I love how she's trying different styles of songs, like the whole album, not like just one style of songs or style. It's so like, even though there's like whole different messages like in the song, experiences and things she's gone through life, but like I love how this album so far is so good and I love it to bits. So track 5 is Because Like a Boy, and this one I have to review on it. So this is the second one I've done a review. So I'll just talk about it again, but I probably have talked about it in the review, but just in case you've not seen it or if you want to see this one. So the song documents the public splitting of Sabrina injured at the hands of the general public. It also touches on the death threats and seeming that came along with it due to her alleged relationship status and how trying to move on from it. But this song is so emotional, it's deep, it's dark, it's personal, and for Sabrina to feel like going through this song and like emotions, it must have been so hard to going through that, and brave to like talking about it as well on the album. Emails I can't send, but it's one of my faves, of course, on the album. So track 6 is Already Over. So this explores the fragile, I'm not going to say thing right, the fragility of relationship that should have been ended already, but haven't. So it takes us through like a relationship between people who know they should have stayed friends, but haven't fallen out of the routine of being lovers. But you get like acoustic guitars, like pop, it's like country vibes to it, but it's so catchy and I love the song. But it's like you're in a relationship with this person, but then you're thinking, of course, you're supposed to end it, but then you're supposed to stay friends, but then it's like a vibe that you can't make it decide like if you want a relationship or friends, even though they tried to get out of it. So you know what I kind of mean, but I do like this song on the album. So track 7 is How Many Times. So it is two people falling out of love. Was the song How Many Times would be it. The song explores the inevitable shift and change feelings and the notable differences between how things were and how they were they will become as the disconnect grows. So emotional. It's a beautiful song and Sabrina's voice is amazing, and I love like even though we get like upbeat, catchy, and then like most of the songs I'm getting like emotional, beautiful, just showing off a credible voice, and even though I'm just halfway through the album, it's still amazing. None of the songs like or I have to like grow on me, like every song so far I'm loving at the moment. So track 8 is Bet You Wanna. So explores the remorse that the other person may be feeling after ending things. This track tells about the hypothetical situation that the person may wish for, while also implying that some things will remain between them. But the songs like feel more sexual, like it's catchy, it's pop. I love it, but it's so different. It's not a song you wouldn't think, okay, it surprised me like on the album. Emails I can't send, but it's given like so that kind of vibe to the song. But like, okay, she's trying something different. Like, you wouldn't think this on her album, or maybe it's someone else, but it's just an amazing song on the album. So track 9 is Nonsense. Such a bright and playful track. It explores a relationship that is very much on. It takes us through a series of positive ignorance that detail the early stage of romance interest, from the butterflies in the stomach and the more intimate moments. It's such fun, sweet, catchy pop, soulful. It's giving me R&B vibes as well to the song, but I love it, but it's so different, and I think it's one of my favourites on the album, even though I can't sing, but I just think this is such a lovely song. It's like when you're just like maybe into the person, or you get like the butterflies in them, you get like so nervous, and it's like the feelings like when you're close in a relationship, but it's just a lovely song and I love it. So track 10 is Fast Times. So this was the first song released in this new era with the emails I could send, and this song is about a youthful whirlwind romance full of impulse decisions. The story moves quickly, demonstrating how quickly this love affair transparent. The song focuses heavily on enjoying the present and the process of emotion and repercussions later. So it's a catchy upbeat song, but it's like you're in the like relationship, but it's like so quickly like this like romance has been on. But I just love the song and the music video, and it's just another great song of the album. So track 11 is Skinny Dipping. So what would you say or do if you casually bumped into an ex? So of course, Skinny Dipping takes more approach to hypocritical running with a last love, a more cataphotic lyrical experience where everything is easier as they could truly both just assist. So it's so different. Like Sabrina's trying new styles and genders and music. But it's just a beautiful song, and of course, like, would you feel like awkward, or how would you cope if you like bumped the next? You wouldn't think to after like maybe ending the relationship, or how many like long it's been since you've seen them the last time. But I think it's like, even though like most of the songs like relationship, heartache, and trying to of course move on from the experience and the end of the relationship, and but this is like of course like you wouldn't think you're gonna bump them, so it's like how you're gonna cope with it and how's it gonna work out, or if it's gonna be the awkward like bumping into them. So track 12 is Bad for Business, where it looks like when priorities have to shift. Talks about how difficult it is to navigate a public relationship that everyone seems to think is a bad idea, of course. But what it also looks like, you put those emotions aside. The song is catchy. I love the song to bits. Sabrina's voice is so good, and the song is like given like country, and it's a bit sexual vibes as well. But an amazing song off this album. It's like, okay, anything else you're surprising me with, because every song is like telling a story from the beginning to the end of it, and the things that she's gone through life, which I'm just loving this album to bits. So we're on to the last song, track 13, which is Decode. So of course this is the last song on Emails I Get Sent, and of course it's the closing track on the album, and it's about brings the first track to full circle, which is kind of a cool thing. So it's showing how vulnerable, anxious stations in mind that can make us, that is towards the ending of a relationship, and how there's no more mixed signals or undertones. She can finally move on from it. So it's like a beautiful emotional song, and Sabrina's voice is great on the song, and it's my favourite on the song off the Emails at the end. But it's just a lovely ending to the album, and it's like, okay, finish with them. It's just like moving on from it, being more happy in life, can move on from it and learn from the experiences. And I just think this album is amazing, and I love all the songs off her Emails I Can Send. I'm just proud of her so much, and even like all the songs off the albums, like things like experiences and things that she's been through life, and it's of course it's like we've been family members and relationship, heartache, breakup, even more moving up from relationship, how like bumming into ex. But I think it's kind of good, like artists and bands, like if they talk about things they've experienced in life, or things they're going through, because it can help like other people who maybe have gone through the same things, and it's like light-hearted as well. But I'm just proud of Sabrina Carpenter for an amazing album, Emails I Can Send, which I can't actually listen to at the moment because it's just a kind of album, and her voice is amazing. So if someone said to me what my 5 favourite songs of the album, it's hard because I love all the songs, but it'll probably change now again. But I'd say Decode. I would say, oh my god, it's hard to think because all the songs are so good. I would say Emails I Could Send, Because I Like a Boy. What? I put like one like. Fast Times, Nonsense, and I do not. I put it on even though I put 2 more even though it's only supposed to be 5. Already Over and Bet You Wanna. But of course it changes in the end depending on the rest of the album, but they're my faves. Even though it's supposed to be 5, that's what I took 2 more. So of course I put the 2 views, Vicious and Because Like a Boy, down the description of what should come out, even though I have talked about it a little bit in this review album. Of course I put all her social medias, like she got news, updates, when she listens like the album, the music, EPs, tour dates, music videos, or whatever. I'm just checking up to date on Sabrina Carpenter. And I'm just proud of this album, emails I get sent. You can actually listen to it. You can listen it into Spotify, you can buy it on iTunes, you can buy it in your local music store or wherever you buy your music from. But this album is incredible, and I'm just proud of Sabrina Carpenter, and I can absolutely listen to it at the moment because it's my faves. And if she does like a UK tour, I'd love to see her because I haven't got to see her live at all, because even though the last time I think she came to the UK, she was a support act for bands, but it was only certain, at the time it was only certain dates. She didn't do the Scottish dates, which kind of gutted because I was looking forward to her, and I found out she was like supporting bands at the time. But if she does like a UK tour, I so want her to have a Scottish date, because I just want to see her, because I just think she's just an amazing singer. And talking about these songs in the album and emails kids sent, it's just amazing thing to talk about, and I'm just proud of. So hope you do this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you're enjoying, no, I hope you enjoy watching this video and the rest of the channel. If you do enjoy watching it, then press good one. If you do. If you already done it, thank you to subscribe, liking, watching, comment, and giving support to my videos and channel. Press the bell, ding 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 ding, because that gives you more notifications when I upload videos to the channel, which of course coming very soon. Sorry. Why am I getting wind? Sorry about that. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you again soon on all the video channel. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching, and bye, my guys.